YouTube family. What's good with y'all, man? My name is Lionel. I want to welcome y'all to the LM Steel Fitness channel, where we'll talk about everything fitness and everything for men to become kings. That's what we're designed to be, that's what we're gonna be, and that's what we're moving towards. Today, for my first video, I'm gonna be taking y'all on a little tour of my garage gym to kick things off. Show you guys what I have out there and some of the equipment that I have and what I use it for. I think a garage space is a good space to have as far as a home gym. I'm also a personal trainer, so I bring clients in from time to time, work them out in the garage. That way they don't have to worry about going to a gym, worrying about body shamming, worrying about getting from station to station, access to the equipment, things of that nature. So in that regard, I think having a home gym, garage gym, or any personal space that you can create for yourself to work out in, I think you're at a big advantage. Now, one of the disadvantages to that, of course, is you may not have access to all the different types of equipment that a commercial gym has. But if you're creative enough, you can manage to come up with exercises that can serve you well with limited amounts of equipment and a limited amount of space. There's so much you can do that you might not think you can do with a limited amount of equipment, but if you're creative enough, like I said, you'll come up with it and find a way. With that being said, I'm gonna pan the camera around and we're gonna go out and take a little tour of my garage gym. So moving on out, here's the gym. Give you guys an overall view of what's out here. I'm only using half of my garage for my gym space. The other half is more, storage, woodworking stuff. Some of the other things you use a garage for when you're not using it for your cars. So this is a kind of an overall view of my garage gym space. Got a TV out here for watching those YouTube videos, watching sports or anything that I want to check out while I'm out here getting a good workout in. Got my personal training certification up here through ISSA. And we'll start with the flooring. These floors are horse stall mats. I think they're 4x6s, about about 3/4 of an inch thick. I've got 8 of them. Purchased these at Tractor Supply. Thick rubber, very durable. They can withstand weights dropping on them, dumbbells dropping, pretty rugged. So I had the puzzle mats out here before and they just couldn't withstand and hold up to the type of punishment that was being put on them. Plus, with the puzzle mats, I had to end up taping them together with duct tape because they kept coming apart on me, and I didn't like that too well. So I went ahead and invested in the horse stall mats and couldn't have made a better choice. So we're going to start over here in the dumbbell section. I've got the Bowflex, 2 sets of Bowflex dumbbells. I've got the 552s, which range from 5 to 52 pounds. And then I've got the 1090s over here, which range from 10 to 90 pounds. These are great because I have a whole range of dumbbells from 5 up to 90 pounds in such a small space. The disadvantage to these is you don't want to drop them. Like I said, they're adjustable. So you just turn these little dials and you can basically, once you get the weight locked in that you want to use, just pull the dumbbell out and you've got a fully functioning dumbbell. But like I said, you don't want to drop these because if you drop them too much, you're going to break them. Down on the bottom row here, I've got some smaller rubber dumbbells, a couple of small steel ones as well. But I use these more for when I'm doing HIIT training or HIIT type workouts, and I can just grab a pair of dumbbells and get what I need to get done. I think I've got everything from 3 up to 25 pounds on those. So good assortment of dumbbells, good range of weight here for such a small space. Also, down here, as you can see, got my little kettlebell collection. I think I've got kettlebells from 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 pounds. I've also got some miscellaneous kettlebells over here. One homemade out of galvanized piping with a flange on the bottom, and I just slid the plates over it, tightened it down with a bolt, and so that's a homemade adjustable kettlebell. This one right here is a sandbag kettlebell made by a company called Meister that I've got filled to try to hit that 20 pounds that the bag's capacity is right there. Moving on around here, got my heavy bag. Self-explanatory what you're using that for. Boxing gloves here. A couple of different pairs of boxing gloves for doing bag workouts. In these blue containers, I've got some miscellaneous equipment like mitts, some ab ladders, agility ladders, some additional ab rollers and things of that nature. So just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff there. Up here, if you notice, this is the mount for my heavy bag. This was a DIY project. So if you want more information on this, hit me up in the comments and I'll get back to you. Also built an extra attachment for it later on. Just a piece of 2x4 and another piece of wood on the front of it that I cut out for wall ball applications. So anytime I'm doing wall ball work, this is the platform that I'm using. Back here, another dual purpose for it is I've got all of my resistance bands hanging, weight belts. Just put some screws in the back of that 2x4 or on that 2x4 to use as hangers for my resistance bands and other things that I can hang up on it. So I've got resistance bands going from about 6 all the way up to about 100 pounds. Moving on around, some more miscellaneous containers with miscellaneous equipment in them. Down here on the floor, got a couple of sandbags for doing sandbag workouts. Sandbags are really useful. Get some great workouts with sandbags. These are both adjustable sandbags, and they're bags inside the bags that hold the sand, so you can fill those to your desired weight based on the application or workout that you're using them for. Up here, this is a little table that we kind of stash all of our gloves, compression sleeves, core sliders, and these boxes, attachments, and all that stuff kind of go in there. Down here, I've got aerobic step, some cones, ab rollers, foam rollers, slam balls, wall balls. So all of that cool stuff to be able to get those good HIIT workouts in. This right here is a DIY band station that I made. So what I use this for is resistance band work. And basically what I did is mount about a 7-foot 1x4 into the studs on the wall. And then on top of that, I have a 2x4 mounted to it that I screwed these loops into and hung the carabiners on so that I can do different resistance band workouts at different intervals. So just about anything you could imagine doing on a cable machine, I could attach a resistance band to and probably do the same type of exercise. May not get as much weight or as much resistance, but You can do more reps, and it's also good for warming up and for rehab type work. So great for that. Up there is my HIIT clock. So basically what I use that for is timing HIIT workouts. So you can set this clock up to do intervals with a certain amount of time and set up the breaks in between those intervals for your work and your exercise, for your work and your breaks, basically. So use that quite a bit. And if you need more information on that, hit me up in the comments and I'll follow up with you and go from there. Moving on around, this is my squat rack. This one's made by Fitness Reality. Pretty good squat rack. It has a capacity of about 800 pounds, nothing too expensive. I think I picked it up on Amazon about 5 or 6 years ago for less than $300 if I'm not mistaken. And it's been great. Never had any issues with it for what I use it for. So no complaints here. I do want to replace it because I simply want one with a Smith machine and more attachments that I could do more with. So it may be up for sale in the near future, but for right now, I'm still using it, getting great work out of it. Moving on around, I've also built an attachment for my squat rack to be able to do cable exercises. And basically this is another DIY project. So basically used a hole that was in the pull-up bar part of the rack to mount a carabiner with a pulley so that I could do things like lat pull downs, tricep extensions, and whatever else you would typically use a cable system for. I also have another one that I built over here, another cable with a pulley on it that I hook up into that loop in case I want to attach them together, and I can do pulls from the bottom, like curls, things of that nature. I got a TRX strap for doing TRX type exercises and some other tricep rope extensions and attachments there. Down here, I've got some other attachments for doing lat pull downs, bent over rows. I've got a Viking press, and I use this attachment right here for the Viking press. Just insert a bar and run it across to the other side, put the Viking press on, and I can do any type of pressing movements using that Viking press attachment. Back down here, I have a landmine attachment that I can insert a bar in and set up for my bent over rows and any type of exercises that I want to use the landmine for. Got a little homemade calf raise laying back there. Here's my weight tree. And I've got a lot of steel plates. I love to get some bumper plates, but I just can't justify spending the money on them when these work just fine. They're not calibrated to be the perfect weight, but for what I use them for, they work great. Would I turn down getting some bumper plates in the future? Can't say. May end up investing in some later on down the road, but for right now, these are working great for me. This is a budget type garage gym, so nothing too fancy here. Just good old-fashioned hard work and getting the job done. Over here, this is a Marcy MD844 bench press, and it's adjustable for inclines and declines. Also has a preacher curl attachment, leg extension, leg curl, so I can get a whole range of good exercises in using this bench. This was a gift provided to me by a friend, good friend of mine. And I've had it for probably about 6 years. Hasn't let me down yet. Good old Gold's Gym adjustable bench here. And right here, little cross trainer elliptical type deal that I picked up at Academy Sports some years ago. Don't use it a whole lot, but I do use it from time to time just to get on and get a good warm up in for 5-10 minute warm up. Sometimes I'll put clients on it to have them warm up, and yeah, so great piece of equipment. Probably doesn't get used as much as it needs to, but I do use it from time to time. Good old flat bench here. This bench is another DIY project, so I built this one myself. So any flat bench type exercises or applications that you would use a flat bench for, got it right there. And down here, some more miscellaneous stuff. Bosu ball. Under the orange hurdles, there's a jump box. I think that one's 14, 16, and 18 inches. And as I stated, I've got some hurdles on the top for working with athletes. If they're doing any type of jumping exercises, I can lay those out and work with them on those. I've also got ladders and things like that that I can spread out on the floor on this side to get use of. I also have the battle ropes over here on this side as well. This piece of equipment right here is an ab cruncher. And basically, it's a weight adjustable. And you just kind of lay in it, put your head on the pad, hold on to the bars up top, and crunch. But also, I can stand it up like this and use it for dips. So if you're not as strong to do dips out of a dip station, you could keep your feet on the floor stretched out and use this as a dip station and work your way up. What we have here is a sissy squat machine, and it's also multiple purposes. I can use it for sit-ups, doing the actual sissy squats. I can adjust this taller part right here, back or forward, to do good mornings and things like that. And then on the back side here, it has some arms that you could hold on to do push-ups. So great piece of equipment. And right here is a power tower. And this power tower also has a dip station. I can do crunches. I can do pull-ups. So great piece of equipment. I do plan on getting rid of this if I ever replace that squat rack with a Smith machine. The Smith machine that I plan to get will have the attachments for doing dips and things of that nature. And I'll also be able to do, it already has pull-ups over here, and the Smith machine squat rack that I plan to get will also have a pull-up attachment. So I really won't have a need for this anymore. Bunch of resistance bands hanging here. A ton of applications you can use resistance bands for. Got weighted jump ropes, other jump ropes in various sizes and weights. So lots of cool stuff. So kind of just pan around again, give you guys a quick look at what I have here. See the hex bar over there doing some good leg work. So guys, if there's anything out here that you've seen that I didn't hit on as much as you want me to hit on, drop a comment and I'll get back to you. As you can see, some other benches out here as well, adjustable benches. Little push-up station. So anything you've seen out here that I might not have touched on that you would like more information on, like I said, hit me up in the comments. I appreciate you guys stopping in and checking me out. Like I said, this is my first YouTube video with many more to come. So like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. Big things to come, big conversations to come, and looking forward to chatting with you guys.